Mm. Good morning, everyone. It would appear that the messages are not being shown on screen, even though they are being shown in the dashboard. So, like, give me a minute. I'll be checking what's up with that. It is weird because it is working on the app, but it's not working on OBS. Might I might have to close OBS and see if that's the issue. Close it and start it over. Okay, so it seems like there's the ones that existed before have some kind of issue. Because this one works. I just made it, just copied the URL from one of the other chats. So it's an OBS thing. I'm not sure what it is though. Give me 1 second and I'll be changing the sources. This is weird, but it's an OBS thing. Not sure what's up though. I might have to just remake the chat boxes. What doesn't make sense is that these are just browser. These are just browser. Can barely hear the voice. Yeah, I'm standing a little bit um a little bit for farther from the mic right now because I'm on the streaming computer just adjusting stuff. So it's just a matter of me having to speak a little bit louder. So the chats are a browser source. Basically, it's a web page placed on top of the OBS, and it's not working. So let me see. Give me 1 minute. Yeah, it's not it it would it seems that what's happening is that it's rendering. It is rendering, but it's not showing. So I'll just duplicate this. Okay, weird thing. My laptop, which is the streaming computer, 1 and 2 are not working. Not sure what's up with that. Maybe something, maybe some water, but I don't. It's weird. Okay, let us test. Let us test. Wait, now it's working? Why? It wasn't working before and now it's working. I didn't change anything about this one. Let's try this other one. So chat big is working, chat small is not working. Just do this. Try again. Okay, now it is working. So it was OBS doing something weird. Because the app was working, it was OBS not working this time. Okay, now I'll go grab myself a cup of coffee and then we can start properly. But yeah, now it's working, so that's cool. I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm ready. I have my coffee. Chats are working. We can start. Doing more Reimu today. Okay, let me do a couple of Kogasa before we start proper. Let me see. Let me remind myself something. That seems to be working. That was terrible. It's fine though. It's fine. So now I'm at my normal. Now I'm at my normal distance from the computer. Does it still sound a little bit low? I'm back at the normal distance I'm from the mic. Oh, I triggered the glitch. There is a glitch that if you pause there. Oh, random mouse. Sorry about the mouse. There is a glitch that if you pause, sometimes you can't press a button. Oh, that's very little water. Let's go. Nice, nice. Now they'll run under. That was terrible. Really bad. I won't reset though. I need some warm up first. It's all about getting the averages low. That was somewhat of a save. My second monitor went off for a second. Not bad, not a bad Yuki. Not the best, but not bad. A little bit scuffed, but okay. That was bad. Much better than Split, because Split was terrible. That's not how that's supposed to go, by the way. I really messed up that one. Nice. Yeah, this is what I didn't reset. Because I need to warm up a little bit first. Sounds good. Sound is good. Okay. Cool. A little bit of late response from my part. Uh-oh. Ah, I triggered the glitch. I triggered the glitch. Okay, that's good enough. Ah, I missed a combo there as well. She would have died if I had finished the combo. It's funny because the combo is basically mash A, and I can't even do that. That's very sad. I will have to practice not mashing instead. That's an option. I guess I could blink. Do a bit of blinking. If I had the setup. With rhythmical mashing, this works. It's just that I need to get in the zone in order for it to work. The other issue is that I think I stopped mashing too early. Maybe I'm wrong about the rhythmical thing. It's just I need to stop mashing at certain points. But I'm stopping the mash too early. That's another possibility. Two seconds off. That's pretty off. That is very, very off. Ah. It's fine. Yes, Kogasa ruining runs as always. That Kogasa. That was sound glitch, give me a second. The sound was glitching on my end. It's not something that can be that you can hear, but it does happen on my end. And it's very distracting. Very good, Marisa. Still a 9 though. Still a 9. I didn't have enough to release the water. That could have been it, but the water didn't line up, and I'm not 100% sure if it's my mistake or if it was just bad luck. Ah, I got hit. Getting hit, there's no. It's really bad. That's 4 seconds. Away from optimal. I just realized I'm not breathing. A little late there. Not good. Better than split, but that wasn't good. I released it too early. Way too early. At least the average is going down, which is good. Nice. And a little scuffed, but not too bad. You must hard. GG's, GG's. Thank you, Soccer Boy, for the GG's. Thank you very much. That was very slow. That's a really bad position for her to be in. Yeah, that was not going to happen. Definitely not going to happen. What am I even doing? Time to go back to the basics. That was weird. Good. Not too good. What up? Not sure what happened there. That's not good. At least I got to do that ending. Finishing her off before she could land there. That was weird. I got caught mashing text. Got caught mashing text. You're too high up. You're at a weird position as well. Got someone to work. Not too bad, not too bad. Go. No, I got the that's very rare. I got some very weird dashes at the end there. I was a little nervous. Another 236 for the collection, I guess. Let's go. Bit slow, bit slow. I wasn't thinking straight there. I started using my older strat. Breathe. I didn't get enough water to break her. Ah, GG. GG's. Marisa dodges by standing still. Marisa wins by doing nothing. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I'm a little bit shaken. Also, the sound started. The sound's not. Yeah, I'm shaken. might need to rest a minute before I can go on. I will take a small break at 10. It's 9:49 right now. Yeah, Kogasa is painful. Very, very painful. That was scuffed. Very scuffed. That was okay. The last part, at least. Everything else has been terrible. Still much better than Split. My Split at this was terrible, it seems. This one's a little bit tricky. I'm not where I want, not where I wanted her. This one's fine. Except I don't have water. This is not good. Good thing that water is more. It's easier to come by in easy mode. Hello, Sas. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much. How are you doing, Sas? I haven't been able to see your your streams lately because I have my sleep schedule is horrible again. I'm glad to see you though. Very glad. Also, my voice tone is always very monotone. Sorry about that. Yeah, sleep is hard. A good split and a couple of at least better averages. Still needs a lot of refinement. The thing is, I don't know if I... GG's, thank you very much for the GG's. Thank you very much. I'm not sure if I can make it streaming. Maybe I'm too monotone. Something. I don't even want to make it like being super big because my real goal is making games. So having a streaming audience is good for that. But it doesn't need to be super large. So I'm not sure where to focus right now. That's probably why I haven't been sleeping well, because since I don't know what to do, I sometimes just get lost. Just watching YouTube or anime instead of advancing towards a goal. Probably because I'm not giving it my all is why I am not advancing like too fast enough. I feel like I'm stuck. Oh, and I went quiet. I was just thinking about stuff. But yeah, I do really want to make games. Like that's my that would be my main goal, I suppose. It's just I'm stuck right now. Oh, she didn't break completely. Yeah, she had broken. Well, that has been my goal since I was a child, making video games. The thing is, it's very hard to me to. It's very hard for me to just do one thing. But I really should focus. Speedrunning was incidental. It's not something I planned. It's just that this game is really good. Okay, that's good. I'm a little bit quiet because Utu is painful. Yeah, that was a little bit slow. Ay, ay, ay. I've tried my hand at a lot of stuff. I think what I'll do next is because I was making I was making a card game, but that requires a lot of content. So instead of making the card game, I first made the maker, and the maker is it's serviceable right now, but I want to make a more generalized version too. A version 2 that can be used for anything, not just for my game. And I think it shouldn't be too hard. Given what I already did as a base. Now this game was really bad. So making a general purpose card maker instead of just a Toho card maker, I think it's the next step for that one. This is something that I have noticed that perhaps GG's. Thank you very much, Sas, for the GG's. Thank you very much. Something that I've noticed that perhaps I should focus on is that it's much easier for me to make tools instead of making like a story or making content. So I'm better at making tools than content, which is interesting. So I could focus on that before and on the side learn how to make content. So once I have several tools at my disposal, I could try that. Oh, not a problem, Sass. Not a problem. No, I was saying that if I want to, that I should, instead of just making more content, I might want to do tools. I could focus on making tools first before making games. Because for me it's easier to make tools. Dormim. Doremi. The thing is, right now my savings are running a little bit low, so I would need some immediate cash flow. If I want to do that, I think I can do. Let me think. Maybe I can start doing stuff, some odd works in real life. I've been teaching a bit, so I might get a job as a teacher for a while. The thing is, I don't want to get a like a super time like a job that takes too much time. Cause I'm not planning on being another cog in the machine. That's not something that I would want to be. Just on the yes, poverty goddess is scary. I mean, the thing is, it is just my immediate funds that are low, but I do have some other things that I could use to supplement those, like selling stuff that I no longer need. So I'm not going to starve or anything. Alright, Boy, thanks for coming. Thank you very much. You have a good one. Yeah, I have some investments I could liquefy, but I'm trying not to do that because those are for retirement. I might think about getting a Patreon or something. The thing is, in this country, it's hard to set up payments. Very few payment processors actually work here. That's not what I wanted to do. If push comes to shove, I could just get a job in the online or look for a big company in the US. But that would eat all of my time probably, and that's the thing I'm trying to avoid. I might be being too idealistic about that. Also, Yugi's gold. I didn't notice that. Very nice. GG's. Thanks for the GG stars. Thank you very much. GG. Arigatou gozaimasu. Yeah, I'm still learning Japanese, but it's hard. It's hard for me to think directly in Japanese. Nice. Last time I said I would make a schedule and I didn't do it, and that is probably why I fell. I fell for the sleep schedule again. My sleep schedule. I failed following it because I didn't make a physical one. Yes, always remember happy day. When day is dark and everything seems bad, always remember happy day.ありがとうございます。はい、日本語勉強しています。けど、ちょっと難しいですね。今、私は声、私は聞こえ、ちょっと、いや、違う。ちょっと難しいですね。はい。でも私は日本語好き。面白いな。すみません。私は、ちょっと、今ちょっと、私の頭がダメ。I need more practice. Ay. But I'm still studying. Yes, Japanese is a little hard. It's very different. Thank you very much, Sash. Thank you very much. The pronunciation is a little bit easier because I speak Spanish, and Spanish has a lot of syllables that are similar to Japanese. May happen. Thank you very much, Sash. Thank you very much. Yeah, I need to put a little bit more effort. Yes. 頑張ります。 Actually, to improve my Japanese, I might try teaching it. It sounds weird, but um, it it's somehow encouraged that you teach like people that are starting, so you can practice. So I might try doing that. Oh, I broke her, and now she's invincible. Ay ay ay. Yes, the pronunciation is very similar. For example, when I say something like, let me read something here. It says, というところに住んでいます. That's the pronunciation in English would be something like to you to koro, but in Spanish would be to you tokoro ni sundemasu. Yes, Kogasa is a pain. Invincible girl, the real final boss. So when I'm saying something in Japanese, there are many words that I can already say without changing much about in Spanish. Let me see. You いうところです。部屋が、建って周りが I don't remember what this kanji means. And I wrote it, but I don't remember what it means. Let me see. 私はサンタモニカというところに住んでいます。So that's how I pronounce it in Japanese, right? And in Spanish would be 私はサンタモニカというところに住んでいます。So it's very similar. というところに sounds very similar in if I'm trying to say it in Spanish or in Japanese. In English it would be very different because というところに would be something to あいうところに. So that's an advantage I have in speaking Spanish. We have a more similar syllables to Japanese than that the English language has. So pronunciation is a little bit easier. That and that I put effort in my pronunciation as well. Now, grammatically, Spanish is closer to English. No, not grammatically, but in how you make how you write the sentences, the ideas. Spanish is closer to Japanese, but to English, I mean. So I can think very. I think I can think clearly in English. It's a little bit harder to think in Japanese. But the idea is to be able to think in both languages. Or in my case, in the three languages: Japanese, English, and Spanish. Kogasa. Kogasa is painful. Very, very painful. Yes, I imagine English is much harder for Japanese people than than for people who speak Spanish, because there are many things that are basically the same. English and Kogasa, they're both hard. Oh, I didn't get water. Not enough water. English is the real last boss. Oh, I did the wrong. I did the wrong thing here. The thing about English pronunciation is that they don't. In English, you don't really pronounce the vowels too much. So if you want to speak English, you have to do many more consonants than you would do in English or even Spanish. Because for example, let's say English is the real last boss, right? If I say that very quickly, so English is the real last boss, and there are very little consonants and vowels there. If you say that in Spanish, el inglés es el jefe final, real, you see that there are many more vowels. That's because American English, especially, they skip a lot of vowels to make it different from British English. British English does pronounce many of the vowels that American English omits. So it for well, for me, because we live in the Americas, like in the continent, American English is what we learn. But it might be easier to start with British English and then adapt it to American English, in at least in the pronunciation department. The other thing that can help is learning the tongue positions, because some languages, for example, Japanese lacks some of the sounds that are in English. So if you study English just by using katakana, for example, you are missing on a lot of the sounds that English has that Japanese doesn't have. So it might be a good idea to study the tongue positions for sounds that are different in each language. I learned that a few years ago, but there are sounds that each language has that other language don't, and if your language is closer, it's easier to learn how to say some of the things. If you don't have many of the sounds that the language has, it's a little bit harder. I got water pillared. So I was thinking about that, and if you learn, if you're a Japanese person trying to learn English, and if you're just using katakana to like imitate what English sounds, then you're not going to learn the extra sounds that English has. So it might be better to look at phonics books, see how the tongue has to the the tongue and the sound you have to make, it's different. Especially with the consonant sounds. Because from what I can tell, obviously I'm not a Japanese speaker, but from what I can tell, Japanese people have issues with consonants that do not have a vowel sound at the end, and that could get confusing. Like in Spanish, for example, in Spanish, the H, you never say the H unless it's with another, with a C or with an S. While in English, the H is always ha, ha. In Spanish, we don't have that for H, for the letter H. So that's something people struggle. For example, the R, the English R is closer to the Japanese ra, but in Spanish we most of the time say ra, ra. So for example, I say struggle, but someone who's just learning English would say struggle, struggle. Struggle instead of struggle. So there are many things to take into account. Like for example, the J, the letter J for us is ha always. It's never ja. So when for example reading Romaji, in Spanish we would say Romaji, Romaji instead of Romaji. So that's a difference. Is it the online English class? Hello, Gamma. How are you doing, Gamma? Thanks for coming. Well, it turned into how I understand language learning. I'm not an expert though. I'm just saying what how I understand. In my, let's say, okay, I'm 35. And I started learning English at 4, let's say. So in my almost 30, a little bit over 30 years of learning, what I have come to pick up about the language. And about other languages as well. Also, I'm not sure why I got a gold there on Kogasa. That was a really bad one. So I guess it's English classes from the point of a non-English native speaker. But sometimes that's helpful if you're also learning from another language. The thing is, when you speak a language natively, you do most things by instinct. Okay, this is wrong. This is so wrong. A lot of what I learned about learning languages was actually studying Spanish, which is my native language. There's a lot of things you don't realize you're doing about your own when you're speaking your own language. So it's sometimes good to get the perspective of someone who doesn't who had to learn the language by other means other than being born into a family that speaks the language. It is very difficult to write the part of Virgil and Virgil Van Dijk name in katakana. Yeah, most probably because there are a lot of, there's a lot of combining consonants. Pirijiru, piriji. Oh, I didn't hit her. Because that's who Hirijiru. That's confusing. Once I'm done with you, I'll try to read that. Now, one of the phrases that I'll probably never forget is "Otsukare-sama deshita." That's thanks to Sasha's stream. The end, at the end, always "Otsukare-sama deshita." Thank you for your hard work. Let me see. Because that's who, right? Who. So it's Hirijiru. It should be Virgil. What is it? Hirijiru, Giru, Birijiru. Giru, Birijiru. The yeah, the last one, Virijiru, Virgil. GG's. Thank you very much for the GG's. Thank you very much. Virgil Van Dijk. Yeah, and that's because yeah, if you want to read it in Japanese, if you katakanize it, then it loses some of the sounds, right? Virgil, because there is no vowel in between the Virgil. So Virgil, 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 Virgil. You also lose the la sound. Kanihi akanisha. Kanihi akanisha. There's also Spanish surnames that are difficult to write in Japanese, so that's Claudio Caniglia. In Spanish would be Caniglia. Gla, gla. Do we have the gla sound? That's probably one of the major issues. Kanihi, yeah, Kanihi, Caniglia, Canihia, Caniglia. Wait, it's not Claudio. Cura. Wouldn't be something like Claudio, Caniguria instead. Well, I know you already have. How names should be written, even if it's not like matches 1-to-1, right? But yeah, the that's probably one of the major issues. Claudio and Claudio sound very different in Spanish and English. Caniglia. And that's a sound that you can learn to make. For example, the ra sound, it's very hard for kids to learn that sound. Kids 6, 7, 8 years old still say ra instead. Chilaver in Paraguay does not pronounce the final T, but in Japan it has become Chilaverto. Yeah, in Spanish, even though it's that, I think Chilaver is probably not a Spanish name. It's probably, it sounds, well, I'm not sure, but it's probably not Spanish, in the sense that it doesn't originate from a Spanish name. Because in Spanish you would say Chilabert, but it's probably someone's name that has been passed down into a Spanish speaking country. So it keeps its original sound, like Chilaver, even though you should read it Chilabert. If you don't have that context, you would read it Chilabert. So that's probably a context dependent word. If Chilaver is maybe is he a player, maybe a soccer player or something? Because that's how I would guess that happened. That usually happens when names are from another place, or you borrow the. You borrow a word, and the word keeps its pronunciation. That's bad. Nope. That's not how you do that. Yes, that's very cool. By Honduran players, you mean the football players, or are there more Toho players that are Honduran? Because I only know one other person here who plays, and he doesn't. He only plays casually. She jumped over me. Valladares. Oh, okay, the football players. Nice. Valladares. Variadares. I would pick the first one. Valladares. Yeah, it's because if the names if the names are original from Spanish. Remember what I said that the I messed up. I messed up. I punched the clock too early. Because in Spanish is ya da res. So ya da res. I'd say I would guess that the first one is better. Because ya, the ya da res. Yeah, it's different. Oh, it's Villa. Well, yeah, Villareal. Villa. The second one for me reads Vidia Rearu. Vidia Rearu. So I would write it something like this. If I read the second one, I would write it some Vidia Rea. It's Villa. So it's something like Villa. This is just me. Like, of course, Japanese already has Villarreal. If I had to write it, I would write it something like this. If I had to write it, of course, it's already defined, but that's just how it sounds in Spanish. Villarreal, Villa, Villarreal. 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 Yes, with V, the foo with the penten and an I, V. Of course, because that's a new addition. I know that the V is new. This thing is new. This is not something that's been around too much. So yeah, B would be the older one that you could use that because V didn't exist before, and that's a distinction that Spanish speakers don't really make too much. But if you listen to people say something like, yeah, V and B have a very similar sound. V is V, and B is B. So it sounds a little bit different, but not too much. Just a little bit difference. And that's because the first V, this V, the first one is V. So you don't, you put your teeth together but not your lips, and you say V. The other one, you put your lips together. B. V versus B. Yes, exactly, Gamma. Something like that. You say the letter V, and then you say a B. Mr. Beast. Yeah, I think I've seen that. Yeah. In Spanish, we call that V de vaca. This one is V de burro. Yeah, something like that. Va and ba. So that was Villarreal. That's why Villarreal is Villarreal. Yeah, it depends on the region. True, Gamma. It depends on the region. The actual real distinction is dental V and V dental and V labial. Yeah, V dental V and labial V, I guess. Yeah, V grande and V pequeña. We also use that. V grande y V pequeña. Lippy. Yeah, it's yeah, lip B sounds better. Even though labial is a word, it's not very common use. It only means that it's something that's from the lips. In Spanish, it would sound weird though. Ve de labios. Ve de labio. Sounds weird. But yeah, the sounds you make depend a lot of on where you place your tongue and how you if you press your lips and how you even how you exhale the air that you're saying when you're saying stuff. I don't remember what the name for that is. Epiglottal stop, I think it is. When you go instead of saying you say uh instead of some words and some dialects use that, and it's something you don't think about usually. Uh, uh yep, exactly. One fun thing about Spanish is that if you learn English, we share quite a lot of words in a sense. Ay, hasta why? Goal. I don't want to shout too much. But yeah, go. The announcers go way out of their way to make that as long as possible. Like go. I pushed her to the wrong side. I used to watch soccer much more when I was younger. It was a little bit more exciting back then, at least for me, because we got around as a family to watch it. Recently, we don't do that. I do have some fun memories though. Though that's just a me thing. It's it's just a me thing because soccer is super popular here, like extremely popular. I always remember Happy Day. Yeah, happy days keep you going. So always remember. Oh, I missed, ah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that brought me a memory of me, uh, playing on the computer with a poly world. Yeah, it was a poly world. Hello, Micro. Thanks for watching. Thank you for coming. How's it going? Playing. This was in the 90s, I guess. 99, probably 98. We were watching the finals from the local teams, and I was at the computer recording a Pokemon battle as I had I think it was a Poliworld and GGs. Thank you very much for the GGs. Thank you very much. Yeah, I was recording a Pokemon battle. I had a Poliworld, and I don't remember the other Pokemon I had. I think it was Jigglypuff. They gave those back in Burger King, and there was a soccer match my parents were watching at the same time while I was recording, right? And then I think a player missed a shot or something, and my mom just goes, "Que idiota!" And I was recording that, and then when I played it back, I could hear my mom saying that in the midst of the Pokemon battle I was making. That was a long time ago. People get very 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 fired up when they're playing when their favorite teams are playing. The thing is, from local teams, my team, let's say, is it's a team called Olympia, and I didn't know this because I'm that team because my mom and my dad both are fans of that team, but I didn't know why because um it's the team of the capital city. It's not a team from this city. And the reason why, and I didn't know this until like a few years ago, is because my grandpa actually played for that team. Like not on the main team, but he was competing for the main, the referee of that battle. Kutaka. Yeah, Kutaka has the referee whistle. So apparently my grandpa auditioned from that team, and he could have played, but the issue was that at that time, players had very they didn't get paid much, and my grandma was pregnant, so he couldn't like he couldn't play because the pay wasn't that good. He decided it was better for him to get a normal job. But that's the and so that's the story of how that team became. We became. That's why we are fans of that team, even though it's another team from the city I'm from. Funnily enough, it's basically the best team, and it like I'm not saying this because I'm a fan. It's just that in terms of championship won, it's night and day how many championships my team has won over the other teams. So it's not subjectively the best team. It's actually objectively the most team if you're counting how many cups they have, and that they have won several Central American cups as well. So they not only perform well at here versus other teams in Honduras, but also against other teams all around Central America. Yeah, my grandpa was a great person. He came from the south with zero money on his belt, like zero money, and he prioritized giving all of my aunts and my mom as much education as possible. And right now, all of them have at least a college degree, if not PhDs. Like for example, my mom has a PhD. Uh, my aunt also has a PhD. My mom's has something to do with public health, but my other aunt, she's medic, not a medic, a doctor. A mistake I often make using Reimu. Which one? Falling off. Yeah, that's a very common mistake to make. I make it all the time as well. You just jump off the cliff with the Reimu. Reimu's a bit hard to control. Nice. Reimu falling off the cliff. Poor Reimu. Yeah, that's a huge mistake. GG's, thank you very much. Thank you for GG's, guys. Yeah, Reimu is hard to control. Definitely much harder. Reimu is definitely much harder to control than Yuma. Is easier to control, but the positioning is the issue. You have to have good positioning and good timing. Let's do a random Marisa run just for a bit. That was terrible. Do I remember even how to play as Marisa? So thanks to my grandpa who had nothing to start with, all of their kids have had a pretty good life, I'd say. Well, my grandma was no slouch either. They both worked really hard. Sadly, my grandpa's not. He's not with us anymore. But yeah, he had a good run. All of his kids are well off, so none of them has like any particularly uh none of them have issues or have been jailed or anything. They're all living good lives. I don't remember how to do this. I think I just do that. I'll be playing Marisa next week. Is that since I skipped last week's streams? I had a lot of issues last week. I couldn't really play. Ooh, she almost falls off. I don't know if it's possible for her to fall off there with Marisa. I'm back though, I'm back. The thing I'm not sure what I want to do next. Maybe as in, well, I will keep running, so that's a given. The issue is, what do I want to do next? As in, do I want to complete the the card game? Do I want to just do the make the tool for the card game? Do I want to make a game, at least a small one? Maybe I could do like what's it called? A self game jam where I make a game in 2 days, just self-imposed. She's low enough where I can do this. I also haven't touched AI generation in a bit, nor drawing. I haven't done any drawing. So I should go back to that as well. Goodbye, Kutaka. Go do some refereeing. Ooh, she. I wasn't able to guess where she was going. Goodbye, Yuma. Yukkuri shitette ne. Gao. Yukkuri shitette ne. I can't do the Yukuri voice. It's just simple text-to-speech voice, right? Well, that's another thing that I've been doing. Text-to-speech generation. It hasn't been too fruitful though. Itadakimasu. I also should play more Kanako. Kanako's really fun to play as. I was very slow. It's fine. I'm just recalibrating for Reimu because I make a lot of mistakes after I play too much of one character because I start skipping steps. Oh, I messed up. Reimu's just like Reimu,
she at least gets some. Ouch. Reimu at least gets some revenge because she has the blood, Reimu. Marisa just doesn't get anything. Poor Marisa. Ooh, just two pillars, that's not good. Yeah, 2 cycles here is not good. Yep. Marisad. Kanashi Marisa. かわいそうですね。Murasa's always painful. Ooh, that could have been a once skip a cycle here. We messed up. I'll do the easy one. I messed up the other one. That was bad. The, she went a little bit higher than I would have wanted. That was my mistake. Another mistake there. I pulled the Onbashira a little bit too early. Ay ay ay. I'm really getting cold right now. No. Okay. So my sister's calling, which probably means there's a change of plans. Today's my mom's birthday, and there might be something going on. Give me 1 second. 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Um, we're doing something for my mom. My sister had to confirm some stuff. It's her birthday today. My mom's, not my sister's. And Kanako's really fun to play. Oh, I missed a little bit. Kanako's number one. Best girl. Kanako ichiban. Dana. Wait, is it Dane? Dana? Nine have different connotations, I think. I tend to pull them downwards. Very nice. Thank you very much for the applause and the GGs. Thank you very much, us. We appreciate it. How was that in the grand scheme of things? One of my better Kanakos, it seems. That's good, because we have a lot to cover. On Friday, I'll be doing full game. So sporadically adding some other characters in the mix right now. It works for me. Oh, I need another second. Just going to fill up my coffee cup, and I'll be right back. Yes, full game on Friday. Easy mode though, because I need to get back into the groove of the game. But yeah, full game next Friday. Let's go. I'll be right back in a minute. Just refilling my coffee cup. Okay, now I have returned. I have been speaking for a while now, and I was on mute. Oh, yeah, that happens sometimes. I was saying that if I start streaming more, I might add StarCraft. I might want to play some StarCraft, not competitive, just the story mode. Because I really like that game and I haven't played it in a while. But I would add days to that instead of I could play that on Wednesdays or on Friday, not Friday, Saturdays. I don't know why I want to do so much stuff, so much different stuff. Oh, that didn't kill her. That's not normal. But yeah, getting back into the streaming flow, I guess. Ay, Kogasa. It's always Kogasa. It's fine. I do need to practice a lot that specific part. That was slow. That crying Kogasa emote is really fun. It's almost 2:30 in Japan, so I'm going to go to bed soon. Thank you very much for teaching me. Sure things as thank you very much for coming. It's always good to have you. 見てくれてありがとうございます、さっさん。楽しいです。おやすみなさい。Thank you very much for the good luck as well. Thank you. Hope you rest well. Try to fix your sleep. And I'm not helping with that. Ay, ay, ay. Hi, oyasumi nasai. Oh, I missed twice there. That is the backup. Still not good. Those were two backups. Nice ending there. Ooh, another gold Yugi. Seriously. That's very close to optimal. Right now 15 is optimal. At least I got the corner carry. And break before she went. I broke her before she jumped. That's also good. Seems like an okay Kanako. I'm not sure what she's going to do. Yeah, I need... I was trying to pull her in, but not... She went way to the left. Good ending though. Ooh, we might get PB here. Might. Ah, you messed it up. That's GG. That's GG. That would have been PV if I had not messed up that final part. Ah, yeah. It's fine though. I think that's a good that's a good place to stop for now. Gotta do some preparations for my mom. 230. 230. I think that's PV though. Let me check. I don't no, it's 220 something. Yeah, 227, but 232nd place, not bad. It's not bad. Well, second place on a personal board. We still have ways to go before record though. The thing is, the record goes for optimal strats. It's fine though. Alright, everyone. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. See you around.